Have you ever wondered how to talk about the weather in English? Well, today we're going to explore some common phrases to do just that. Imagine waking up and asking your roommate, "What's the weather like today? How's the weather looking outside?" This is a simple way to inquire about the current weather conditions. Suppose you're planning an outdoor event and need to know the weather for a specific time. You could ask, "What's the forecast for this afternoon?" This question will help you plan accordingly. Let's say you're hoping for a sunny day for your beach outing. You could ask, "Do you know if it's going to be sunny tomorrow?" This is a great way to inquire about the following day's weather. On a day when the sky is clear, the sun is shining and the birds are chirping, you might say, "It's a beautiful day." This phrase is perfect for expressing the beauty of the day. When the weather report predicts sporadic rain, you could say, "The forecast calls for scattered showers." This phrase is often used to describe intermittent rainfall. When the weather is cold but not freezing, you might say, "It's a little chilly, it's chilly outside." This phrase is used when the temperature is low, but not extremely so. However, when the temperature drops significantly, you could say, "It's freezing." This phrase is used to express extremely cold weather. During a heavy downpour, you might say, "It's raining cats and dogs." This idiom describes a situation where it's raining extremely heavily. When the rain is falling heavily, but not necessarily in a storm, you could say, "It's pouring outside." This phrase describes a significant amount of rainfall. On a sunny day when the sun's rays are strong, you could say, "The sun is shining brightly." This phrase expresses the strength of the sun's rays. On a day when the weather is ideal for outdoor activities, you might say, "The weather is perfect for a picnic." This phrase describes optimal weather conditions. When the weather is not just cold, but extremely so, you could say, "It's freezing cold." This phrase emphasizes the severity of the cold. As the temperature starts to decrease, you might say, "The temperature is dropping." This phrase describes the process of the temperature going down. During a snowstorm, when snow is falling heavily, you could say, "It's snowing heavily." This phrase describes a situation of intense snowfall. When it's raining lightly, you could say, "There's a light drizzle." This phrase describes a situation where the rain is falling gently. When the sky is grey and covered with clouds, you might say, "It's overcast." This phrase describes a sky full of clouds with no sun visible. When the visibility is low due to fog, you could say, "There's a thick fog." This phrase is used when fog makes it difficult to see. When the wind starts to blow stronger, you could say, "The wind is picking up." This phrase indicates that the wind speed is increasing. On a very hot day, you might say, "It's sweltering hot." This phrase describes a situation of extreme heat. When the weather is hot and also damp, you could say, "It's humid today." This phrase is used when the air is filled with moisture. When a storm with thunder and lightning is coming, you could say, "There's a thunderstorm approaching." This phrase alerts to an incoming storm with thunder and lightning. On a day when there are no clouds in the sky, you could say, "The skies are clear." This phrase describes a sky without clouds. When it's hot and the air feels heavy and uncomfortable, you could say, "It's muggy out." This phrase describes a situation of warm and damp weather. When there are consecutive days of extremely hot weather, you could say, "There's a heat wave." This phrase describes a prolonged period of abnormally hot weather. So, there you have it. With these phrases, you're now ready to talk about the weather in English like a pro. Remember, the key is to use these phrases in context to describe the current or upcoming weather conditions. Happy chatting, happy.